Hey everybody, it's Greg from Nexus Property Management. We're here at Nexus's headquarters in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and I just got off the phone with a prospective client, and he said, Greg, does Nexus advertise occupied apartments? And I told him, John, I'm sorry, but we don't. And he says, Greg, I've been doing it for years. What do you mean? You're guaranteeing me at least a month's lost rent. And I said, John, you're absolutely right. We guarantee vacancy here, but it's for good reason, and I'll tell you what those reasons are. So the number one reason is this. You can't know, it's impossible for you to predict if your current tenants will actually move out on the date as promised. So say they're going to move out August 31st, you line up a new tenant for September 1st. How do you really know that they're going to leave as promised? Things can happen. Their new apartment could be delayed for whatever reason. The moving truck could get delayed. Their helpers that are going to help them move could be delayed. Okay, there's so many different variables that could affect that move out date. And the problem happens when September 1st comes, your new tenants want the keys to their clean and bright apartment, and you're unable to deliver that. You're unable to give them that apartment because, shit, it's still occupied. So what are you going to do there? Are you going to tell your new tenants, sorry, hit the road? Are you going to get them a hotel? What are you going to do? And it's not black and white. There's no real answer. So for that reason, it should deter you from even getting involved with advertising occupied apartments to begin with. But there's more reasons, okay? Number two are the showings. It's a nightmare. It's a disaster. You have the current tenants, yourself or your showing agent, and your prospective tenants. You have three schedules that you're trying to merge and marry, and you're probably going to do a dozen showings, okay, if you're doing it yourself. So think about all of that coordination, all of that hassle, all of that headache, okay? It's a disaster. Number three is safety. You're bringing in all of these strangers. Imagine how your current tenants feel. Just imagine how you would feel. Constantly a barrage of strangers walking into your bedroom, your most private areas, opening your closets, maybe even opening the drawers. And we've had experiences, owners have told us, Greg, things have gone missing. Jewelry's gone, money's gone, electronics. Okay, so it's sad to say, but that could happen to you. Number four are the security deposits. If you're moving in a tenant the next day, you really cannot effectively get that vacant apartment, assess it, and advise on proper deposit withholdings. So if there's any damages that are exceeding ordinary wear and tear, you're really not doing that properly. You need a completely vacant, clean apartment, okay, preferably in the daytime. The tenants have just moved out, and now you could say, okay, I'm charging them for this debris they left, for that fist hole in the door, okay, for the toilet that's dislodged, whatever it may be. You need to go through the apartment to properly document the condition. Number five is you need then to fix any issues and properly get that apartment ready. You need that time. You can't do it in a day. I don't care how good you think you are, how new your units are. There's always going to be something that takes time. Whether it's getting a carpet cleaner in there, painting the walls, doing a thorough cleaning, doing debris removal. There's so many things that will need attention that you can't move in somebody the next day. I mean, you could, but you're likely going to have upset tenants because they're moving in, paying good money for your apartment, and then, oh crap, a laundry list of maintenance requests comes in. Do you want to deal with that? You should be dealing with that on the front end. And that's part of reason number six. You're not giving yourself time to upgrade. Okay, and just because you own a rental apartment doesn't mean you're guaranteed money. You're competing with every other rental apartment in that city. So you need to gain a competitive advantage. And showing half-ass apartments, half-clean apartments is not giving you that edge. You need to upgrade every now and then too. So maybe your appliances, maybe your cabinets, your counters, your floors. You need to invest in your unit to keep it relevant and to keep you getting top dollar. But if you keep kicking that can down the road and just filling it with the next warm body, eventually you're going to be left with an apartment that is in severe disrepair and likely a lawsuit from upset tenants or somebody who thinks they should be getting their deposit back that you're going to try to stick on them, when really it was years and years of neglect that led you to that point. And think about that. Rhode Island security deposit claims, if you have $1,000 of a deposit, that tenant can sue you for 3 times $3,000 plus court costs, attorney's fees. So that $1,000 that you tried to hold and shove in your pocket could cost you $3,500, $3,600. That's crazy. So you also need to keep that in mind. So there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of gray area, and for these reasons and more, I could keep going, but I don't want to. Okay, I think you get the point. You should not be advertising occupied apartments. Get the tenant out, do the proper cleaning, make the necessary upgrades, and then get top dollar and have no worries. All right? So once again, Greg from Nexus Property Management, your property managed.